What is going on, guys? I'm Scott with 3 Down as always with another game and some noise. The game is Destiny, and I am your noise, as always. I don't remember this game. I want it from my archive of footage that I have saved. Eventually, I'm gonna make a Destiny montage at some point. This is one thing I wanted to. There's actually two I have planned to do, two different songs, and I'm not gonna be able, of course, to monetize them, which I really don't care about. I just want them to look cool. I want them to be all cool and snazzy. And for me, a montage, you see all of those things that make fun of montages all the time. And half the time I totally agree. That's what people tried montages to be. They over-edit the fuck out of them. Lens flare and stuff like that. There's really good and really tactful editing. And these fucking 16-year-olds that are all like, yeah, man, lens flare. And you just... Stop. Really good editors will have really creative tricks that they will put into their video editing that you don't even notice it's there. Like, it looks part of the environment, but it still enhances it and makes it look better from what it originally was. One of the best montages I ever saw edited was a Battlefield 4 montage. And the guy he was pretty good at his editing. His intro credits and everything like that, he made the words, he had a Battlefield style font, he had it was 3D rendered, he had the reflection, he had the material, he had everything right on what it should look like, but it wasn't just floating in the middle of the screen. Instead, he made it perspective. He made it look as if it was sitting on the desert in the Battlefield. It was Battlefield 3 actually, but he made it look as if it was sitting in the desert, just out there, and it was the same, and it looked natural, and it looked part of the environment, and I was just like, that's good editing. Like, I could have entirely missed that, and not known it was there, or thought, but it was part of the game, because it was so well edited, and that's what good editing does. It enhances what you're watching in a way that doesn't ruin it for you. Those people that put in the unnecessary lens flares and transitions and crazy cuts and shit like that, and I've been guilty of it a time or two myself, especially with the Jam Squad. The Jam Squad could have used a lot more work, though. That's when I was really getting acquainted with my AverMedia capture card. And its footage at the time was absolute shit, because I still had a lot of ongoing issues with the PlayStation 4 not wanting to actually accept footage, and so it was like 720p, and it had a lot of freezing and things like that, because it did it a lot on stream, because the stream just did not want to cooperate, but I've got it all sorted out now. It's so much better now. I'm so thankful for it. And I'm able to do things like render and record this at the same time, which is actually what I'm doing right now. Last week's episode, or yesterday's episode, which actually I think I'm going to spread them a week apart, yeah. I'm going to do it daily, but I'm going to spread it. This one's going to be Friday, the next one's going to be Monday. It's going to be Monday through Friday thing. And that's all you're going to get. Monday through Friday. You might get something special on the weekends every once in a while from a weekend project that I was working on, but don't expect it. Like I said, things are going to get a lot crazier, but the two montages that I want to do, I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to put it out there that they're coming eventually. No idea when, no idea how, but there's some... God, I'm kind of hesitant to go back and show older footage, because this was taken yesterday, the day before. I played like 5-10 games yesterday, and this came from them, and I had about 8 or 9 really good games yesterday that I recorded, but I'm hesitant to show older footage from the archive, because a lot of it has some freaking awesome clips that I don't really want to get spoiled here in this, and it's just, I've got some top-notch shit that I did it, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm cool. So, a year ago, No, it was more like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I drank a lot of soda, or a lot of pop. Depending on what part of the States you're from, or what country you're in, soda or pop, or fizzy beverage thing. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, I don't know. I used to drink a lot, though. And my dad absolutely loves to get... Ugh. When I lived with him, it was disgusting. He loved the diet stuff. Hated that. It was disgusting shit. Disgusting. And I'm at the point now that all I drink is tea or water. I could never... If I go out to eat, sometimes I'll get me pop or soda. Maybe a Mountain Dew here and there. Sometimes. I love when the Mountain Dew comes out with Game Fuels. I still drink Red Bull and Monster. I drink a lot of Red Bull and a lot of Monster. a lot. So, I'd say like 3-4 a week. But I don't think I could ever go back to soda or pop. I just couldn't. It's so disgusting to me now. Like, I had just a regular Mountain Dew one day. I drank it. I took a few sips from it, and it just started hurting my stomach, and I didn't even like the taste of it. It was so damn sugary and sweet and disgusting. I just couldn't stand it anymore. But one thing I do love is going to the theaters when I go see a movie and getting a cherry Coke or a cherry Pepsi. I forget which one they have in my theater here, but they take the actual like cherry slushy mix and they squirt a bunch of it into the Coke, and so you gotta kind of stir it up because it gets to the bottom. But it's so damn good. And speaking of movies, I'm the master of segues here. Star Wars, that trailer. Now I'm fucking late to the party as hell, right? Like what? This is 5-6 days after it's been out, almost a week actually since it's been out. That trailer, but it looks good. I was actually watching recently Red Letter Media's. He does the Star Wars review of 1, 2, and 3, and his reviews are like an hour and a half long of each movie. Only 5 minutes. And they explain why the prequels were such fucking terrible movies, and they are. Like, they are horrible movies. They're fucking horrible. It was George Lucas saying, I have $1 billion now, and this is how I will direct my movie because people are going to watch it anyway, and I'll make $1 billion. That is literally what the prequels are in a nutshell. Like, after watching those reviews, my hate for George Lucas has intensified. And then I went back and I watched the original Star Wars, the original trilogy, and it's so good. Don't watch the digitally remastered bullshit. Watch the original trilogy. It's so good. There are actual characters in it, and they actually have personalities in it. Do this for me. In the prequels, excluding Lord Sidious, Palpatine. You can't do it with Lord Palpatine. You have to describe a character in the movie to me without saying what their role is, what their profession is, or what they do in the movie. You have to describe their personality to me. So for instance, describe Qui-Gon Jinn's personality to me. Like, it's really hard. You just try to do it. And then describe Han Solo's personality to me. Like, it's like polar opposite ends. I could tell you about Han Solo all day, his type of personality he has. But Qui-Gon Jinn, he's stern. Drinks a lot of it's not there. His personality's so limited. So I have a newfound hate for the prequels. Like, I didn't like the prequels before. I never thought they were good. But I have a newfound hate for the prequels, for sure now. Unfortunately. And so I'm really, really excited for J.J. Abrams to take the helm because he's a long-time Star Wars fan. Really, really, really hope he does it justice.
Heavy ammo available.
Who knows if he will, though? Who knows? I mean, from what I saw of the movies, one thing in the prequels was it was all back-to-back shots. Like, shot, reverse shot, you constantly see the back of someone's head. When people are talking in that movie, they are either A, walking at a slow pace, or B, sitting down. Or C, standing. You're doing one of the three, and the background sets are so boring. Like, there's nothing going on. They're walking, standing, or sitting. Those are the three options for them talking, and it's always shot, reverse shot. Just look at it, watch it one evening, remind yourself, and you'll just be like, wow, holy fuck. So yeah, newfound hate for the prequels. Lewis, you're an asshole for ruining this video. I'm ranking up Dead Orbit and Destiny, guys. This was a game and some noise. Hope you guys had a fabulous weekend, or having a fabulous weekend as I'm recording this before the weekend starts. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Later.